God is disappointed because you have skipped God's message recently. But don't skip this time, because a very scary event is happening in the next 20 minutes. There's something coming in the next 20 minutes that you are not ready for, and if you skip this again, you will miss what could save you from it. This moment was chosen for you, and you were brought here for a reason. Don't leave now. You are at a divine crossroads, and I am speaking to you directly. God is not silent, He is not distant, but He is disappointed. Not because He hates you, but because He loves you too deeply to watch you keep walking into storms alone. You've been given signs. You've had moments when you felt that tug in your heart, that whisper in the dark, but you brushed it off. This is the final call. This time, if you skip it, something very real and very frightening may unfold in the spiritual and physical realm. This is not a warning to scare you, it's a warning to save you. Listen closely. Comment Amen right now if you can feel this pulling at your spirit. You've been under attack, not just emotionally or mentally, but spiritually. And you've been feeling it, the heaviness, the strange delays, the sudden fears you couldn't explain. That's not your imagination. That's not random. You've been targeted because you are chosen. God has plans for you, but the enemy has been circling. The battle you cannot see has been growing stronger, and your silence has been giving it room. Your disconnection has been weakening your shield. Right now, as you read this, a spiritual shift is beginning. Something is moving around you. It's not just in the natural. There is a war in the unseen, and the outcome is hanging in the balance. But here is the truth. God is still for you. He hasn't left. He hasn't changed His mind about you. He is still the one who parts the seas, who shuts the mouths of lions, who walks through fire with His people. And He is telling you now, it's time to return, time to pay attention. Because what's coming is not something your strength can handle alone. God knows you've been tired. He knows about the tears you cried alone, the questions you've asked in silence, the times you thought He didn't care. But He did care. He saw every single moment, and still He waited. Waited for you to turn your heart back, waited for you to stop scrolling past, waited for you to say, God, I need you. This is your moment to say it. Say it now before what's about to unfold reaches you unprepared. There is a danger near you that you cannot see. It's wrapped in normalcy, disguised in distraction, but its purpose is to pull you further from the light. The next 20 minutes are not just minutes, they're a window, a portal of change, breakthrough, and yes, possible destruction if ignored. You are not being warned because God wants to punish you. You are being warned because He loves you more than you could ever understand. You matter to Him. You are not a mistake, but you must stay and listen because your spirit is on the line. Comment 1111 if you believe God is trying to speak to you right now. You were made for more than the cycle you've been stuck in. The depression, the guilt, the distance, you weren't meant to live in that forever. You've been fighting battles in silence that God wants to fight for you. But He needs your heart back. He needs your attention. Not next week, not after this video. Now. Because if you don't receive what He's trying to give you in this moment, the enemy will take what was meant to bless you. There's something coming that will test your faith. It may come in the form of a sudden betrayal. It may look like a loss. It may shake the ground you're standing on. But if you are under the covering of God, you will not be destroyed. The storm will come, but it won't break you. The fire will burn, but it will not consume you. You need to know that, and you need to stay under His hand. You cannot afford to drift any longer. God is not done with you. He is not ashamed of you. He's not surprised by your failures. He's not keeping score. What he is doing right now is reaching. He is stretching out his hand in a time of shaking to say, "Come back to me. Let me protect you. Let me restore you. Because what's ahead is real. And without him, you won't have the strength to make it through." You've been praying for answers. You've been wanting a sign. This is it. This is your sign. Don't ignore it like the last one. Don't scroll away and expect things to change on their own. The change begins with you responding. The blessing you've been crying for is already written in heaven, but if your heart stays hardened, you won't receive it. Not because God withheld it, but because you blocked it with unbelief. The enemy has been trying to convince you that it's too late, that God is disappointed beyond repair. But that is a lie. There is still time. There is still grace. There is still protection if you step back under the wings of the Most High. But you have to make the decision. This moment is sacred. This is not a coincidence. God waited until now to bring this to you because he knew what's coming next. And he doesn't want you to face it unprepared. Don't mistake God's silence for absence. He's been right there. Even when you turned your face, he stayed. Even when you cursed his name in pain, he covered you. That's how deep his love is. But even his mercy has moments where he must let the consequences teach you. And he doesn't want that to be this moment. That's why he's speaking now. That's why you're reading this now. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now you can reverse it. Say these 9 words and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. He is calling you back with urgency because he sees the trap being set, and only he can dismantle it. But you must come to him with your heart, lay it all down, the shame, the sin, the secrets. He already knows. He just wants your honesty. He wants to be your refuge again. You're not imagining the heaviness, that pressure on your chest, the unease in your gut, the random bursts of anxiety. They're not just emotions, they're signals, warnings. Your spirit is trying to tell you what your eyes can't see. There's something approaching that looks harmless on the outside, but spiritually, it's designed to break your focus, to detour your purpose, and to rob your peace. God sees it. And he's calling you now because you still have time to change the outcome. You've skipped his voice before. You've let distraction win. You've convinced yourself, maybe later, or maybe tomorrow. But the truth is, tomorrow isn't guaranteed. Not the way you expect. The delay has cost you blessings before. The silence has left you more exposed than you realized. But this time is different. This isn't about guilt. This is about rescue. This is God, in his mercy, standing between you and what the enemy is trying to unleash over your life. Comment 222 if you trust this is for you right now. What if I told you that in the next few minutes, a seed is going to be planted in your life that could change the next decade? What if I told you this moment is sacred ground, that heaven is watching and your response matters more than you know? This is not a random video. This is not a casual scroll. This is God stepping into your timeline, grabbing your attention and saying, "I will not let you go without a fight." But he can only protect what you surrender. He can only bless what you're willing to bring before him. Your free will is powerful. It's a gift, but it also comes with weight. Every time you choose to walk away, heaven grieves. Not because God is powerless, but because love doesn't force. He gave you the ability to choose, and now, in this sacred interruption, He is asking you to choose again, to choose better, to choose Him. You are not lost. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not too far gone. The fact that you are reading this is proof that God hasn't given up on you. He's still reaching, still calling, still loving you through the distance, but He won't call forever. There comes a time when the last warning is given, the last door closes, the last opportunity to respond fades. That time is not yet, but it is closer than you think. Don't take that lightly. There are people tied to your obedience. There are blessings tied to your surrender. There are miracles that have your name on them, but they require you to walk through the door God is opening now. You've been praying for change, for healing, for direction, but answers don't come without alignment. You can't walk in purpose while running from presence. You can't receive clarity while ignoring correction. Comment 333 to declare your faith in what God is saying now. You need to understand what's truly happening around you. There's been a spiritual setup, a series of small compromises, moments where you said just this once that are leading you closer to a trap. The enemy is patient. He doesn't always use obvious weapons. Sometimes he uses comfort. Sometimes he uses delay. Sometimes he uses relationships that look safe but are draining your spirit. This is why God is sounding the alarm now, because you've gotten too close to danger while thinking you're still in control. But hear this clearly. God can still pull you out, even now, even this late in the game. He can shut the mouth of every lion around you. He can tear down every plan meant to destroy you. He can restore what the enemy tried to steal. But you must run to Him, not walk. You must respond with urgency, not indifference. You must realize that this moment might be the very turning point that heaven was preparing for years. Heaven has not abandoned you. The angels have not left your side. You have been protected even in seasons when you didn't deserve it. That was God's mercy. But His mercy is now offering you a decision. Stay in the pattern that's killing you slowly, or return to the arms that can heal you completely. The choice is yours. But know this, God's heart aches to cover you again. There is a reason you've felt so attacked lately. The breakthrough is near. That's why the pressure has increased. That's why confusion has tried to cloud your mind. The enemy senses what God is about to do in your life, and he's terrified. That's why he's using every trick, every old temptation, every lie to keep you bound. But if you rise now, if you choose God in this moment, every chain can break, every stronghold can fall. Every plan of the enemy can be overturned. You were never meant to fight alone. You were never meant to carry all this weight. God has been waiting to lift it from your shoulders. He has been waiting for you to come back, not perfectly, but honestly, not religiously, but relationally. He wants your heart, not your performance. And the moment you give it, fully and completely, everything will begin to shift. Don't think He's forgotten you. Don't think your prayers were wasted. Every tear you cried was caught. Every whisper in the night was heard. Every moment of doubt He saw. And still He loves you. Still He wants you. Still He's calling you by name. But now is the time to act. Now is the time to choose, because what's coming won't wait. You can either walk into it with covering and favor or face it without protection. And God doesn't want that for you. He wants you under His wings, where nothing can touch you unless He allows it, where no weapon formed against you can prosper, where peace replaces panic, where hope rises again. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. This is not the end, this is the turning point. But it all starts with what you do in this moment. Will you respond? Will you turn back? Will you let go of the things pulling you away from God? Your soul is more important than your comfort. Your future is more valuable than your pride. You are not here by accident. Your soul was guided here because the next few steps you take will matter more than you realize. The choice you make now could either protect everything God has been preparing for you or place it at risk. He's still willing to cover you, but you must come close. You must respond. You can't keep skipping what was sent to save you. You've skipped his voice before, and he let you walk through storms. But now, something heavier is approaching. Something your strength won't survive without him. There is no middle ground anymore. The line between light and darkness is clearer than ever, and your spirit already knows which side you're meant to stand on. But you've been trying to stay in between. You've been hiding behind excuses, pain, fear, or pride. And it's time to break that. Because that in-between space is where the enemy thrives. It's where confusion grows. It's where clarity disappears. God is trying to pull you out before it's too late. Comment 555 if you can feel the urgency rising in your spirit. You've been so strong, too strong, carrying things God never asked you to carry, smiling when your soul was exhausted, pretending things were fine just to survive the day. But he saw it, all of it, and he's not angry with your weakness. He's heartbroken that you didn't know he wanted to carry the burden for you. You thought you had to fix yourself before coming to him, but the truth is, he wanted you broken so he could be the one to rebuild. This is not the time to look away. This is not the time to shrug it off. Something is happening in the spiritual realm. Doors are closing, assignments are shifting, and the enemy is planning his next strike. But so is God. He's preparing to release something over your life that will change generations after you. But you cannot receive it if you keep walking in your own direction. You must turn. You must come back under his voice. You keep wondering why certain things haven't worked out, why the relationships failed, why the doors closed, why nothing feels steady anymore. It's not because God has cursed you. It's because he has been protecting you from getting too far off the path. The pain wasn't punishment, it was redirection. He had to allow certain things to collapse so you wouldn't build your future on sand. You asked him to lead you, but then you got upset when he pulled you away from what was unsafe. You didn't see what he saw. You didn't know what he knew. God's love is not always gentle. Sometimes it comes as disruption. Sometimes it comes as unanswered prayers. But underneath it all, it's love. Fierce, protective, unshakable love. And right now, that love is confronting you with a choice. Keep living distracted or come back into alignment and receive everything he's been trying to give you. Comment 1212 if you're choosing to come back into alignment today. The storm that's approaching is not meant to destroy you, but it will shake everything that's not rooted in him. That's why he's calling you to deepen your roots, to build on rock, not sand, to stop playing both sides and finally choose to walk boldly in his presence. There is no more time for lukewarm faith. No more time to casually believe. You need to be on fire. You need to be anchored, because the winds will blow, The shadows will come, but those who are hidden in him will not be moved. You don't need to understand everything. You don't need to have it all figured out. God doesn't need your perfection. He just needs your surrender. He needs your yes, a true yes. Not the one you whispered while holding on to your sin, not the one you said while still planning to go back to the old life tomorrow. He needs a yes that costs you something, because anything that doesn't cost you won't change you. There is power in your yes. When you say yes, heaven moves, chains break, angels are released, protection is activated. Your yes is not small, it's not weak, it carries the weight of eternity, and right now, heaven is waiting to hear it again. A fresh yes, a bold yes, a yes that shuts the mouth of the enemy and unlocks the next chapter of your life. You've cried over what you lost, but you haven't seen what God is about to give. You've mourned the closed doors, but you haven't glimpsed the ones being built in silence. God has not stopped writing your story. He's just been waiting for you to give him the pen back. Your delays haven't cancelled his promises, but they've delayed the arrival. It's time to catch up. It's time to walk in step with him again. You are more than what happened to you. You are more than your mistakes. You are more than the labels people gave you. Heaven sees you as chosen, not damaged, redeemed, not rejected. And if you listen now, truly listen, God will begin to reveal things to you that will heal your mind, restore your heart, and reignite your spirit. The angels have been watching, assigned to guard you, protect you, fight for you. They've intervened more times than you know, but even they respond to your obedience. Even they move at the sound of your surrender. Don't live another day as if you're alone. You are not. You have heaven's army behind you, but you must be on heaven's side. That's the only place where victory is guaranteed. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You don't see the trap, but God does. You don't feel the shift, but heaven does. And right now, the clock is ticking down. Not toward the end of your life, but toward the collision point between your disobedience and his mercy. That's why you can't walk away this time. That's why skipping this again could cost you something you'll never get back. The blessing you've been asking for, the breakthrough you've been waiting on, the healing you've been crying over, it's all within reach, but only if you stay under his covering. There is a storm coming. For some, it will only shake the ground. For others, it will uproot everything that was not planted by God. Where you stand when it hits will decide what remains. If you stand on your strength, you will fall. If you stand on your logic, you will break. But if you stand on the rock on Jesus, nothing will take you down. You may bend, but you will not break. You may be struck, but you will not be destroyed, because those who are hidden in him are always protected. Comment 777 if you're choosing to stay grounded in him from this day forward. Don't wait for pain to bring you back. Don't wait for loss to wake you up. God is giving you a choice now, before it hurts, before it hits. That's mercy. That's love. That's a father who would rather plead with you in kindness than discipline you in consequence. You think he hasn't spoken lately, but he has. You just weren't listening. He tried through peace. He tried through silence. But now, he's raising his voice through this moment, hoping you won't ignore it again. Your heart is not too cold. Your spirit is not too far. You may feel numb, but even numb hearts can be revived. One word from God can bring breath back into dry places. One moment in His presence can melt years of pain. One surrender can break every chain. And that moment could be this one if you let it. You've been fighting things that only fall in the presence of God. That's why you're exhausted. That's why nothing has worked. You've tried fixing your habits, but the root is spiritual. You've tried changing people, but the wound is deeper. This isn't a surface problem. This is a soul battle, and it needs a soul solution. Only God can go that deep. Only God can dig into the places you've buried. Only God can touch what medicine, people, and logic have failed to reach. Comment 999. If you're asking God to go deeper than ever before, there's something sacred in you. Even if you've sinned, even if you've fallen, it's still there. That calling, that anointing, that purpose. It didn't disappear when you failed. It didn't fade when you doubted. God still sees it. He still remembers what He placed in you. But He's waiting for you to remember it too. He's waiting for you to want Him more than the world, more than comfort, more than your own plans. Because the version of you He designed is still waiting to come alive. You've been marked by heaven. That's why you don't fit in anymore. That's why the old life doesn't satisfy you like it used to. That's why the places you used to run to don't give you peace. Because you're not meant to live in that space anymore. God is calling you higher. He's asking you to live differently, to walk boldly, to stop hiding your light just to make others comfortable. You were not made to blend in. You were made to shine, and shine brightly. The enemy has been whispering lies to you, telling you that you've messed up too badly, that you've missed your moment, that you've gone too far. But none of that is true. You are still on heaven's radar. You are still loved. You are still called. And you are still in the middle of the story, not the end. The devil only attacks what threatens him. And the reason you've been under so much pressure lately is because you're dangerous to the kingdom of darkness. But pressure also reveals. It shows you what's real. And right now, God is showing you where your heart truly is. Are you willing to let go of what's been holding you back? Are you ready to walk into the unknown with God leading? Are you brave enough to choose faith when everything in your life feels uncertain? Because that's where miracles begin, not in certainty, but in surrender. You may not know what comes next, but you don't have to. God already wrote your tomorrow. Your job is not to control it, it's to trust Him with it. He never asked you to have all the answers. He only asked you to follow Him step by step, day by day, breath by breath. And if you stay close to Him, no storm will take what He gave, no loss will undo what He's promised. He is still your protector. He is still your provider. He is still the miracle worker. The same God who split the Red Sea is still capable of splitting the chaos in your life. The same God who raised Lazarus is still capable of raising the parts of you that feel dead. The same God who shut the mouths of lions is still defending you in rooms you haven't even entered. But you need to let Him be God again. Stop treating Him like an option. Stop treating Him like a last resort. He is not a backup plan. He is the only plan. He is the reason you're still breathing. The reason you made it through what others didn't. The reason you didn't lose your mind. You owe Him your life. And all He's asking is that you give Him your heart. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You've believed the lie that strength means silence, that faith means never struggling. But even Jesus wept. Even he asked for the cup to pass. You're not weak because you're overwhelmed. You're human. And your Father in heaven knows exactly what you need, even when you don't have the words to ask. That's why this moment is so important, because God is not asking you to figure everything out. He's asking you to hand it over. You've tried to heal yourself, but your wounds still bleed when no one's looking. You've smiled through pain that keeps coming back like a shadow, and you've convinced yourself, if I just push a little harder, I'll be okay. But pushing isn't the answer anymore. Surrender is. God is not asking for your effort, he's asking for your heart. Because what's coming can't be overcome by strength. It will only be survived by surrender. Comment 1010 if you're ready to surrender everything into God's hands today. Don't wait until it's too late. The signs have been showing. The spiritual atmosphere around you has felt heavier for a reason. You've been sensing that something's off, even if you can't explain it. That's because what's happening isn't just physical. The enemy has been circling, waiting for a moment of weakness to strike. And your disconnection from God has left a crack in your armor. But you still have time to seal it. You still have time to return to the covering of the Most High. This isn't fear, this is love. This is your Father's voice rising in urgency because he doesn't want to watch you fall. You've fallen before, you know the pain, but this next fall could cost you more than you realize. It could cost you peace, purpose, or even the very people you've been praying to protect. That's why he's calling now, not later. Because what's about to unfold can either break you or build you depending on where you stand with him. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be willing. Willing to admit you've wandered. Willing to lay it all down. Willing to say, God, I need you more than anything else. That simple, honest cry carries more power in heaven than 1,000 perfect prayers. Because it's real. And God honors real. Comment 1515 if you're done pretending and ready to be honest with God again. He's not disappointed in you the way you think. Yes, he's grieved that you've ignored his voice. Yes, it hurt when you turned away. But disappointment isn't the end of the story. Redemption is. God is not a God of second chances. He's the God of restoration. He doesn't just give you another shot. He rebuilds what was broken. He replaces what was stolen. He breathes life into what was dead. There is still time, but that time is precious, sacred. You cannot afford to waste it. Every second that passes is a heartbeat closer to a spiritual event that you cannot face without covering. This is not just another day. This is not just another moment. This is your wake-up call. And if you feel that stirring in your chest, that shaking in your soul, it's because God is touching something deep inside of you that was never meant to be silent. You've been marked by heaven. That's why your life has felt so different. That's why the attacks have been so personal, because you are not just anyone. You are chosen, set apart, destined for impact. But with great calling comes great resistance. And that's why the enemy has fought so hard to distract, discourage, and destroy you. But God is still greater. His power still reigns. His voice still calms the storm, and he's still calling you home. He wants to show you what real peace feels like. Not the kind that depends on circumstances, the kind that holds you even when everything else is falling apart. He wants to walk with you, fight for you, speak to you again. But you must choose him over the noise, over the comfort, over the delay. Because choosing him now could shift everything later. This is where your story turns, not because of effort, but because of encounter. A real encounter with the living God. Not religion, not routine, but relationship. That's what he wants. That's what this entire message has been about, restoring what's real between you and him, rebuilding what you lost when you drifted. The beauty of grace is that it doesn't run out. But grace also doesn't remove responsibility. You still must respond. You still must turn. You still must choose. You've been praying for change, and now God is saying, here it is. Are you ready? There's a reason you couldn't skip this. There's a reason something told you to stay. Because your spirit knows. It knows this is not just words, it's a rescue, a lifeline. A holy intervention sent into your timeline to snatch you back before you walk off a cliff you didn't see coming. God isn't waiting to punish you, he's waiting to protect you. But he can only protect what you place under his authority. So what are you still holding on to? What are you still afraid to let go of? What lies have you believed that made you think God was done with you? None of them are true. None of them change who you are in his eyes. You are still loved, still wanted, still seen, and still held. But the door is closing, slowly, gracefully, lovingly. But it is closing, and once it does, what's behind it will not be yours unless you step in now. This is your moment, not next week, not after you fix yourself, right now. Because what's coming isn't waiting on you to feel ready. It's coming either way. The only question is, will you be covered when it arrives? Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer, now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There's a reason your spirit has been restless. You've felt the shift, even if you haven't known what to name it. This season feels unfamiliar, the ground feels unsteady, but it's not because you're lost. It's because heaven is moving pieces behind the curtain. You're being positioned for something greater than you imagined. But you won't make it through this next stretch without surrender. This is your spiritual checkpoint. The path ahead will demand more of you than the one behind did. That's why God is speaking now. He's preparing your heart for the weight of what's coming. The blessings are heavy, the calling is real, the breakthrough is close, but only those whose hands are empty and hearts are open will be able to carry it. Comment 1717 if you believe God is preparing you for something greater right now. You've walked through fire and still stood. You've survived storms that tried to bury you. That wasn't your strength. It was God's grace. And that same grace is reaching for you now. But you can't keep trying to bring old pain into a new promise. What God is about to do in your life cannot mix with the compromise you've been tolerating. It's time to choose what's eternal over what's easy. You're not forgotten. You're not behind. You're not disqualified. You've just been wandering, distracted, pulled in different directions by voices that didn't come from God. And now he's calling you back to himself, not just to restore you, but to realign you. Because the detour has lasted long enough. The time you've wasted doesn't have to be repeated, but it will be if you don't return now. God still has things to show you, places to take you, lives to touch through you. But the version of you that he will use next is not the version you've been settling for. That version is buried under layers of fear, disappointment, sin, and silence. And he's trying to uncover it. He's trying to remind you who you really are, not who people told you to be, not who pain shaped you into, but who He designed before time began. You've been praying for clarity. Here it is. You've been asking for a sign. This is it. There will be no flashing lights, no grand display, just this moment, this whisper, this tug in your chest that refuses to be ignored. That's how God moves, gentle but undeniable. And once you've heard Him like this, you can never say He didn't speak. Comment, Amen, if you're choosing to listen and obey before it's too late. This isn't about religion. This is about rescue. This is about your Father stepping in before you take one more wrong turn. You've followed your feelings long enough. You've let comfort be your compass. And it's led you into circles, cycles, pain that feels familiar but not holy. He wants more for you, but He can't give it to hands still clinging to what He told you to release. There are people around you that were never meant to go where you're going, connections you've been afraid to cut, conversations you knew weren't from God but you kept listening anyway, environments that numbed you instead of healing you. And you've called it survival, but God calls it delay. He wants to deliver you, but you have to leave what's been keeping you stuck. You cannot rise while still holding chains. You cannot move forward dragging weight He never assigned to you. The future He's written for you is already waiting. The door is already open. But only the surrendered can walk through it. You'll have to trust Him. You'll have to choose Him over what's familiar. And you'll have to believe that His plan is better than the one you tried to build on your own. You're tired because your soul has been out of alignment. Peace has been replaced with noise. Purpose has been buried under distraction. You've been wondering why nothing satisfies you anymore. It's because you've tasted what's holy before, and your spirit won't settle for anything less. Once you've known God, truly known Him, nothing else can take His place. This next chapter of your life isn't about trying harder. It's about yielding more, letting go of your need to be in control, admitting that your way hasn't worked, telling God, I'm ready now, do what you need to do, I'm not running anymore. That's when things will shift. That's when the weight will lift. That's when the scary thing you've been fearing won't touch you because you'll be hidden under His hand. There's no safer place than in the will of God. No safer time than right now to return. You've delayed before and it cost you. This time, you don't have to lose anything. You don't have to learn the hard way. You can choose to trust now. You can step under His shelter before the winds start howling again. He is your refuge, your strong tower, your defender, the one who has never lost a battle. You are not too far. You are not too broken. You are not too late. But you must respond now, because what's coming will either prove your foundation or expose it. This is your warning and your invitation, not just to avoid danger, but to walk in blessing. Not just to escape attack, but to be filled with fire again. To walk in the authority He gave you. To live boldly. To declare the word of God over your family, your future, your mind. But you must be rooted, you must be anchored, you must come back to the one who never left. God has been patient with you, so patient. He watched as you silenced your convictions to please others. He waited while you numbed your spirit with things that left you empty. He listened as you prayed for help with one hand lifted and the other still holding on to sin, and He didn't turn away. He didn't strike you down. He waited, because His love is not like ours. His mercy is deeper than you've ever known. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds, but this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. But mercy does not cancel truth. And the truth is, you're out of time to keep ignoring his voice. He has held back things that should have broken you. He's blocked attacks that were meant to take you out, but your covering is thinning because your heart is drifting. You cannot afford to drift anymore. You cannot afford to be careless with something so sacred. Comment 222 if you're choosing to walk in only one direction from this moment forward. Your heart has been heavy because your spirit knows it's time. You may not say it out loud, but you've been feeling it for days, maybe weeks. That whisper in the quiet, that feeling you can't shake. The sudden moments where you feel like something's coming but you don't know what. It's not anxiety, it's not imagination, it's spiritual. God is trying to prepare you so you're not caught off guard. He's showing you things, dreams, patterns, people's true intentions, doors you didn't expect to close, opportunities you didn't expect to walk away from. All of this is him, not punishing, but pruning, removing what can't go with you into what's next. And yes, it hurts. Yes, it's confusing, but it's also protection. Because God sees what's ahead, and he loves you too much to let you walk into it blind. You've prayed for destiny, but destiny always comes with disruption. The path to what you were created for is narrow, not comfortable. It requires obedience when you don't understand, faith when you feel afraid, trust when you're unsure. That's the kind of walk God is calling you into now, and if you answer, you won't walk alone. He'll walk with you, ahead of you, beside you, behind you, every step, every moment. He doesn't need you to be strong, he needs you to be surrendered. That's where power is. That's where miracles begin. You've been trying to fix things in your own strength, and that's why you're worn out. That's why you're burnt out. God never asked you to carry all of it. He asked you to bring it to him. He wants your surrender more than your strength. Comment Amen if you're giving God what you've been holding back for too long. There is peace waiting on the other side of your obedience. There is clarity that will come as soon as you say yes, not a halfway yes, not a temporary yes, but the kind that says, even if I lose comfort, even if people walk away, even if I have to start over, I will follow you, God. That's the kind of yes heaven honors. That's the kind of yes that stops the enemy in his tracks. That's the kind of yes that changes generations. You are not just making a decision for yourself. Your obedience will impact those connected to you. Your surrender can break generational curses. Your return to God can shift the direction of your family, your children, and their children. This is bigger than you. That's why the enemy has fought so hard to keep you numb, distracted, and disconnected. He knows what you're carrying. He knows what's on your life. But the enemy is not stronger than your God. The attacks may increase, but so will your protection. The fire may rise, but you will not be burned. The pressure may grow, but you will not be crushed. Because the moment you return fully to the presence of God, every force against you loses its power. Your protection isn't in your ability, it's in your position. And when you position yourself under his hand, nothing can touch you without his permission. He is still your safe place. He is still your hiding place. He is still your shield. And he is ready to show you again what it means to walk with confidence, not fear. To live with purpose, not confusion. To rest in peace, not anxiety. But you must make the move. He's already made his. He came all the way to the cross for you. Now it's your turn to come all the way back to him. This moment is sacred, Don't rush past it. Don't scroll to the next thing. Let yourself sit with this. Let it hit you. Let your heart break open again, not in despair, but in surrender. Let the tears come if they need to. Let the truth in. Let God speak where you've been silent. Let him in where you've shut everyone else out. He's not here to expose you, he's here to heal you. You are not disqualified. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. But this is your moment to choose, not because you're forced to, but because your soul knows it's the only real choice left. Life outside of him is not life at all. You've tasted that already. Now it's time to taste what real life feels like. The kind that only he can give. The kind that doesn't break when the world does. He made you for closeness, not for routine. Not for religion, for real intimacy. You were created to walk with him, to hear him, to trust him in a way that the world can't offer. That's why nothing else has satisfied you. That's why you can't find peace, no matter how many distractions you chase. Because peace doesn't live outside of his presence, and no matter how long you've been gone, he's still waiting, not with shame, with love. Comment 1111 if you're ready to return to the presence you were created for. There's something sacred about this moment. You may not feel worthy, but worthiness was never the requirement. Hunger is, humility is, a heart that says, God, I don't know how to fix this, but I know I need you. That's all he's looking for. That's the kind of heart he responds to. He doesn't need your perfection. He needs your surrender. The enemy has tried to convince you that your mistakes disqualified you, that because you failed, you forfeited your calling. But God is not like people. He doesn't throw you away when you fall. He doesn't take back his promises when you struggle. His gifts are irrevocable. His plans are not fragile. He doesn't change his mind about you because of what you did. He waits for you to remember who you are. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are his, chosen, set apart, called by name. That hasn't changed. And now he's calling you to come out of the fog, out of the noise, out of the numbness. He's calling you to stop trying to hold it together on your own. You were never meant to survive without him. And the part of you that's been breaking lately, that's the part he wants to heal first. You've looked for comfort in people, in habits, in silence, and none of it has worked. Because real comfort only comes from the one who created your soul. That's why the pain still lingers. That's why the cycle keeps repeating. God doesn't want you to manage your brokenness. He wants to restore you. Fully, deeply, permanently. But you must let him in. Comment 333 if you're tired of managing pain and ready to be fully restored. This restoration won't come through more effort. It won't come through pretending to be okay. It comes through honesty. Through sitting at his feet, even in your mess, and saying, God, I can't do this anymore without you. And he won't reject that cry. He never has. He never will. He doesn't turn away from the broken-hearted. He draws near to them. Your tears matter to him. Your silence hasn't gone unnoticed. Every moment you almost gave up, he was there, holding you, covering you, pulling you through, even when you didn't feel him. That's how constant his love is. That's how deep his mercy runs. But now it's time for more than survival. Now it's time to live. To walk again in the fullness he created you for. There's still work to do. still promises to be fulfilled, still places he wants to take you. But he needs your heart back first, not a piece of it. All of it. The part that trusts, the part that hopes, the part that believes he still can, because he can, and he will. But he won't force himself into a heart that's closed off. He knocks, but you must open the door. Some of you have been holding back because of fear. Fear that if you trust again, you'll be disappointed again. Fear that if you open up, you'll be hurt. But God is not like the ones who broke you. He doesn't abandon, he doesn't betray, he doesn't change. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. And he's asking you to trust him again, not because he needs it, but because you do. You can't build a new life on fear. You can't receive miracles while holding on to doubt. You can't walk in freedom while still chained to what wounded you. This is your moment to choose differently, to trust deeper, to believe that what's ahead is not only greater, it's safer, because God goes before you, and he never sends his children into battle alone. The battle you're in now is not meant to break you, it's meant to break the old off of you, the fear, the habits, the lies, the parts of you that no longer serve where you're going. That's why everything feels like it's shaking. It's not because you're being punished, it's because you're being prepared. And in the middle of that shaking, God is saying, I'm still with you. I haven't left. I haven't changed my mind. But I need your yes again. Not the yes of convenience, the yes of surrender. The yes that says, even when I don't understand, I'll follow you. That's the kind of yes that breaks chains, that invites heaven, that silences hell. You've been asking when things will shift, when peace will return, when the heaviness will lift. It starts here, in this moment. With this decision, no more halfway, no more delay, just a simple, raw, honest return. That's all he's asking for. And when you give it, heaven will move. He will move mountains to reach you. He will silence storms to speak to you. He will shut every door the enemy tries to open. Because when you are his, nothing can touch you unless he allows it. And even when he allows it, he uses it. Nothing is wasted in his hands. You are not too late. You are right on time. But this is the moment to decide who you belong to, who you will follow, who you will trust. Because once the shaking begins, it's too late to build a foundation. You must build it now. While there is still time, while grace still whispers, you can't carry the old mindset into a new season. You've been trying to walk forward while dragging chains from your past, but those chains don't belong where God is taking you. That shame, that fear, that guilt, that self-hate, it was never yours to begin with. The enemy convinced you to wear it, but God is asking you to lay it down now. You cannot walk in authority while holding on to lies about who you are. You were created in his image, not damaged, not forgotten, not forsaken. His fingerprints are still all over you. No matter what you've done, no matter how far you've drifted, no matter who left you, he stayed, he waited, he watched over you, even when you weren't watching for him. And now, he's calling you into freedom, but it won't be forced. You have to choose it. You have to take the first step back. Comment, Amen, if you're taking that step right now in your heart. There's a battle happening around your life right now. It's not just emotional, not just mental, it's spiritual. The attacks haven't been random. The heaviness hasn't been meaningless. The pressure has a purpose. Because the closer you get to stepping into what God has for you, the more the enemy will try to confuse you, delay you, distract you. And if you've felt like things have been getting worse lately, it's not because you're failing, it's because you're nearing the breakthrough. Breakthroughs often come right after the hardest battles. But too many stop walking right before the walls fall. Too many give up just before the miracle arrives. Don't do that. Don't turn back now. This isn't the time to retreat. It's the time to dig your heels into the ground of faith and say, I will not move unless God moves me. I will not fall because He holds me. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You don't need to see the full picture to take the next step. God often asks you to walk by faith, not because He's hiding the path, but because He wants to be your guide. If you could see every answer, you'd rely on logic. But when you walk with Him step by step, it builds trust, it builds strength, and that trust is what will carry you through the coming days. Comment 555 if you're walking by faith and trusting God to lead the way. He's not asking for your perfection, He's asking for your permission to enter those broken places, to take control again, to clean house in your heart. There are things you've allowed to stay that are blocking your blessing. People, patterns, cycles, hidden sins, quiet compromises. Things no one else sees but God does. And He's asking gently but firmly, will you let me take this now? He won't rip it from your hands. He'll wait until you're tired enough to open them. And when you do, He'll replace what you release. For every counterfeit, He will give something real. For every wound, He will bring healing. For every delay, He will restore what time tried to steal. But it starts with release. You cannot receive with closed hands. You cannot be filled while holding on to things that drain you. And yes, it might hurt, it might be uncomfortable, but healing always comes with a little pain. God says 2 hours left. I order you to open this message right now. Don't tell anyone. It's only for you. A good news is coming. There's no time to wait. You were meant to hear this now. Not tomorrow, not later, right now. If you skip this, you will miss something that was sent directly from heaven to you. A door is opening, a breakthrough is being released. Your life is about to change, but the clock is ticking, and what comes next is only for the ones who listen till the very end. So I speak to you now, not as a distant God, but as your Father, your protector, the one who sees all and knows the battle you've been carrying alone. Comment Amen if you receive this. You are not forgotten. You are not lost. This is not just another moment passing by. This is divine timing. I have been watching you. Through your silent tears, your long prayers, your sleepless nights, your unanswered questions. And today, heaven has issued a command. You have 2 hours, not to fear, not to panic, but to prepare. Because I'm sending a good news, a shift, a rescue, a healing, a miracle that will silence every voice that said you wouldn't make it. You've waited long, too long, and the world tried to convince you that nothing was going to change. But they didn't know I was working behind the scenes. I was putting things together. I was aligning hearts, moving pieces, shaking systems, whispering your name in rooms you've never entered. You thought I was quiet, but I was moving. And now the alarm has sounded in heaven. The countdown has begun. I said, 2 hours. This is a personal word. That's why I told you not to tell anyone. They weren't supposed to hear this. It's not for them. I didn't call them to this moment. I called you because you are chosen, you are favored, you are deeply loved. And I am going to prove it by what I do next in your life. You asked for a sign. This is it. And not only is the sign here, but so is the promise. I am going to answer prayers that you gave up on. I am going to bring peace to your chaos. I am going to turn the very thing that broke you into the reason you rise. You were not created to stay stuck, defeated, or forgotten. I created you to overcome, to shine, to carry my glory, and to show the world what happens when I lift someone from the pit and seat them among kings. Comment 1111 if you believe this is for you. You don't have to make sense of it. You just have to believe. You don't have to figure it all out. You just have to obey. I am not a man that I should lie, nor the son of man that I should change my mind. When I say it is your time, it is your time. And now, I've declared the hour. 2 hours. That's what you have. 2 hours until the shift begins. 2 hours until what was held back is released. Many times you've cried out, "When, Lord?" And now I answer, "Now, my child. Now is the time. Now is the hour. Now is the moment you were born to experience. A release is coming. A turnaround is on the way. Your name is being mentioned before people with the power to bless you. The angels are already moving. My spirit is already stirring the waters. This is no ordinary moment. This is appointed. The battles you've faced weren't random. They were trying to steal what's about to be given to you. The delay was never denial. It was preparation. I wasn't punishing you. I was protecting you. I wasn't ignoring you. I was setting the stage. And now the curtain is lifting. The scene is changing. And you are about to witness what you've prayed for manifest in your life in ways that will leave even your enemies in awe. You have survived storms that were meant to destroy you, but they didn't because I kept you. I shielded you. I guarded your name. Even when they lied, I covered you. Even when they walked away, I stood near. Even when you doubted yourself, I never stopped believing in you. You are not a mistake. You are not a failure. You are my child, and I'm proud of you. You didn't quit. You didn't fold. You stayed. And now I reward you. Do not be afraid of how it will come. Do not worry if it doesn't make sense to others. This was never about their understanding. It was about your obedience. You obeyed when it hurt. You trusted me when it cost you. You praised me when it looked like there was nothing to praise for. That's why this blessing is tailored. That's why it's private. That's why I told you, don't tell anyone. This is your moment. Just you and me. Every seed you've planted is about to grow. Every tear you've cried is being turned into oil. Every loss you've suffered is being traded for joy. I never forgot you. I never overlooked you. I was holding you in the palm of my hand. And now I open my hand to release what I've been keeping for you. The door you've been knocking on is about to swing open. The chains are breaking. The heaviness is lifting. The waiting is ending. This is the moment that shifts generations, because what I do in you, I will pass down through your children. What I start in your life, I will not stop. It's going to break cycles. It's going to end lack. It's going to shatter fear, because my favor is resting on you. My light is shining through you. And where there was darkness, there will be light. Where there was silence, there will be singing. Where there was pain, there will be praise. So prepare your heart. You don't need a crowd. You don't need applause. You just need to believe. Let them talk. Let them question. Let them doubt. But you stand firm, because I spoke, and my word never returns void. I said 2 hours. That's all the time that's left before things begin to shift. Do not be distracted. Do not delay. Watch with eyes of faith. I am moving, and it's going to be big. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. If you feel this word pulling at your spirit, then don't hold it in. Let it stir you. Let it shake you, because it's real. I am real. And this is the moment you've waited for. Don't miss it. Don't sleep on it. Don't scroll past it. I need you to like this video right now if you feel this was sent to you. You're not just anyone. You're not overlooked. You're not invisible to heaven. I know your name. I know your pain. And I know your purpose. That's why I'm speaking now. I don't waste words. I don't send messages without reason. And today, my reason is you. I love you. I've always loved you. And I will never stop loving you. You have been walking through a season where everything felt delayed. It's like you could see the promise but couldn't reach it. You felt forgotten in a room full of others being blessed. But I was there, watching, weeping with you, strengthening you silently. And now I say, the delay has expired. The pain you've carried privately will be rewarded publicly, because I am the God who sees in secret and rewards in the open. You were never walking alone. Even when the silence felt endless, my spirit was guiding your every step. Even when the doors slammed shut, it wasn't rejection, it was redirection. If I let that door open too soon, it would have ruined what I'm about to do. So I kept it closed, not to hurt you, but to shield you from stepping into something not prepared to hold the weight of your purpose. I am doing something new in you, and it requires trust. I am pruning what doesn't belong, cutting away every lie, every distraction, every fear that tried to convince you I was finished. I am not finished. I am just getting started, and the next chapter will be better than the last, because I am writing it myself. No one will take credit for this. Not them, not you, only me. You are about to see favor chase you. You are about to witness doors swing wide where you didn't even knock. I'm going to bring the blessing to your lap. The thing you've been trying to make happen on your own. I'm going to do it in a way that shows it was never your strength, but mine. You've carried the burden long enough. Now let me carry you. Every night you cried, I heard it. Every time you questioned, why is it taking so long? I noted your endurance. Your faithfulness has not gone unnoticed. You didn't worship me only when things were good. You worshipped me in the fire. You praised me through confusion, and because of that, I'm turning the fire into fuel. What burned you before will now light the path I've carved for you. I never stopped choosing you, even when you stopped believing in yourself, even when you questioned your worth. My love is not based on your perfection. My love is based on my nature. And my nature is to redeem, restore, and resurrect. The areas in your life that felt dead, I am breathing into them. The dry bones will live again. The joy you lost will return. The peace that escaped you is coming back stronger. Don't let the noise of the world drown out my voice. I speak softly, but my words carry power. This is not the time to listen to fear. This is the time to focus, because I'm giving you insight, strategy, and clarity. You've been praying for answers, I'm giving them. But I need your full attention, because some of the answers won't come the way you expect. They'll come through stillness, through moments, through people I send. The battle you're in feels bigger than you. That's because it is. But that's also why it's mine. You don't have to fight this alone. You don't have to figure it all out. I am going to fight for you. I am already handling what you can't see, and the moment you surrender fully is the moment the pressure lifts. Let me do what only I can do. Comment 333 to declare your faith. Your hands were never meant to carry what your heart was breaking under. That's why I kept calling you to lay it down. I've seen you trying to hold it together while falling apart on the inside. But now I say, come to me. I will give you rest. I will give you peace that makes no sense. I will give you joy that survives every storm. Because I am not giving you the world's kind of peace. I give you my peace. You are not behind. You are not too late. You didn't miss it. I am the one who holds time. I can restore years. I can repay double. I can do in one day what others couldn't do in 10 years. So don't panic. Don't rush. Just trust. The same God who raised Lazarus after 4 days is the same God bringing your situation back to life now. It may look late to them, but with me, it's perfect timing. You've seen others rise while you remained hidden. You've watched others walk into blessings while you waited silently. But what I am preparing for you requires privacy. You were not being ignored. You were being prepared, because what I'm about to do in your life will not just bless you, it will bless generations. That's why the warfare has been so intense, because the enemy knew something was coming, but he couldn't stop it. Your obedience in the quiet has reached heaven, the way you kept going when you had no reason to, the way you spoke life while feeling empty, the way you kept trusting when there was no evidence. I saw all of it, and I say now, I will honor it. The season of silence is breaking. The season of waiting is lifting. You are stepping into the fulfillment of promises I whispered when no one else was listening. This good news coming, it's not just about money. It's not just about a job or opportunity. It's bigger. It's deeper. It's healing in your mind. It's restoration in your soul. It's reconciliation in places you thought were broken forever. It's the return of things you gave up on. It's me, showing you what happens when a child of God doesn't give up. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You were not created to blend in. You were born to stand out, not for pride, but for purpose. The light I placed in you is about to be seen. You were hidden for a reason, and now I remove the veil. I open the way, and I shine through you, not so the world applauds you, but so the world sees me in you. Your enemies thought you were finished. They thought the silence meant defeat, but they don't know who your Father is. I am the God of resurrection. I let things die so I can bring them back greater. I let seasons fall away so that the fruit I planted in you can grow without weeds. And now the soil is ready. You've been through the digging, the weeping, the pruning. Now comes the harvest. You are stepping into the season I prepared for you before you were even born. Do you remember the prayers you whispered when you had no strength left? I caught every single one. I am not the God who forgets. I don't overlook broken hearts. In fact, I draw near to them. And now I am drawing near to you in power. You thought you were forgotten, but I was just preparing something that no eye has seen and no ear has heard. The kind of blessing that makes people ask, how did that happen? The answer will always be the same. I did it. Comment 555 if you're ready to receive what I'm about to pour out. Don't measure what's coming by what you've seen before. What I'm doing next in your life won't look like anything you've experienced. I am not repeating your past. I'm redeeming it. I'm not circling you back. I'm lifting you forward. You've been through tests, betrayal, heartbreak, and loss, and yet you stayed faithful. You didn't let bitterness take root. You kept your eyes on me. That's why this blessing is personal. Because you were loyal to me, even when everything in your life gave you reasons not to be. The storm you've been in wasn't designed to destroy you. It was designed to reveal what was inside you. And it showed heaven that you're ready. Ready to carry what others would drop. Ready to walk into what others would run from. You are not weak. You are strong in me. And I've made you a vessel fit for my glory. The battles were preparing you for the doors I'm opening now. They said it was over, but I'm just beginning. They called it a loss, but I call it a setup. The pain didn't end you, it positioned you. What you thought was breaking you was actually building you. Because I don't waste pain, I don't waste tears. Everything you've been through, I've used it all. And I'm still using it, not just to bless you, but to make you a blessing. You may not have had the support others did. You may have walked alone while others had help. But you had me. And because of that, what's coming will be different. The favor I'm about to pour out will not be tied to connections, popularity, or luck. It will be divine. It will be unexplainable. It will be clear that my hand is on you, and no one will be able to deny it. I'm not just healing your life, I'm healing your lineage. I'm breaking generational curses. I'm rewriting the story your bloodline has carried. What ran in your family will run no more, because it stops with you. Depression stops with you. Addiction stops with you. Fear stops with you. And peace begins with you. Wholeness begins with you. Purpose begins with you. I've given you visions that others couldn't understand, dreams that didn't make sense to them. But you weren't meant to be understood by everyone. You were meant to be chosen by me. And what I've placed in you, I will bring to life. The vision won't die. The purpose won't fade. You just have to keep walking. Even if you walk wounded, even if you walk tired, I will strengthen you. I will lift you up with my right hand. Comment 1212 if you believe I am still working all things for your good. Some of the people who left were necessary. I know it hurt. I know it confused you. But I removed them for a reason. They couldn't go where I'm taking you. They were a chapter, not the whole story. And I need your eyes forward now. Because what's ahead is too great to be blocked by what's behind. Let go. Trust me. I've got you. I'm healing your heart. The quiet ache you've carried, the questions you've buried, I'm touching them now. You don't have to fake strength anymore. You don't have to pretend you're okay. I see it all. And I love you still. Not in pieces. Fully. Completely. Just as you are. And I'm going to rebuild what life tried to break. The enemy tried to convince you that you were too far gone, that it was too late, that you missed your chance. But I say to you today, it's not too late. In fact, the real story is just starting. You're about to walk into days you once only imagined. You're about to experience favor you didn't think was possible, and you'll know this wasn't luck. This was grace. You may have felt like the least likely, but I've always used the unlikely. I chose David, the forgotten son. I raised Joseph from a prison to a palace. I pulled Moses from the water and made him a deliverer. I chose Mary, a young girl with no title, to carry my son. Don't count yourself out. I've chosen you too. Lift your eyes. The time is near. You don't have to chase after it. It's coming to you. The phone call, the open door, the answer, the provision, it's already being delivered. I just need your heart open and your spirit ready. Expect it. Don't question how. Just know who. I am the Lord your God, and nothing is too hard for me. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. Your testimony will be powerful. Your story will carry weight. And when people hear it, they'll know I was with you the whole time. They'll see that grace was holding you, mercy was covering you, love was leading you. And through it all, I never let go. You are stepping into something you don't have to compete for. You don't have to manipulate it. You don't have to strive. This blessing was reserved. Heaven had your name on it. And now, I say again, it's coming. The wait is almost over. This isn't just any moment. This is divine. This is appointed. This is what I whispered to your heart when you were still a child. What you've seen in dreams, what you've heard in prayer, what your heart has longed for. This is the beginning of it. What you couldn't put into words, I understood. What you couldn't ask out loud, I already planned for. And now, the heavens are opening over your life. You're stepping into the flow of everything I promised. Comment 777 if you feel my spirit confirming this inside you. You were tested, not because I wanted to harm you, but because I was proving your faith. I was strengthening your roots, because where I'm taking you, shallow roots won't survive. You had to grow deep. You had to trust me without answers. You had to walk through the fire to discover you wouldn't burn. That's how strong I've made you. That's how valuable your purpose is to me. You didn't walk through it for nothing. I know you've felt passed over, watched others be chosen, heard others celebrated, and you quietly asked, "What about me, God?" And I heard you. I never ignored your cry. I was saving your moment for the right time. Because when I lift you, no one will be able to say it was man who did it. When I bless you, it will silence every critic and comfort every wounded part of you. I've seen what they did behind closed doors. I heard what they said when you weren't in the room. I know the way they misjudged your heart, misread your silence, and mocked your process. But I kept you hidden for your protection. I let them laugh because I knew what was coming. They'll see the favor on you. They'll see my hand over you. They'll watch the story unfold, and they won't be able to deny that I was with you all along. And this isn't revenge. I'm not blessing you to spite them. I'm blessing you because I love you, because you stayed faithful, because you didn't give up when you had every reason to, because you chose me over comfort, over compromise, over quick wins. And now I reward you not just with things, but with peace, with purpose, with power that comes from walking with me daily. There's something sacred about your story. Even your pain has purpose. Even your waiting has value. Nothing is wasted in my hands. I'm going to use the same things that tried to break you to build you. What was meant for harm, I'm turning for good. What was meant to steal your voice will be the reason you shout with joy. What was meant to silence you will become the very reason others find their faith again. Don't worry about how it's going to happen. That's not your burden. I didn't call you to carry the details. I called you to trust me. You don't need a plan, you need peace, and I'm giving it to you now. Let your heart rest in me. Let your mind be still. I'm already speaking to people on your behalf. I'm already making moves you can't see. What's about to show up in your life will have my fingerprints all over it. Comment 999 if you're letting go of fear and grabbing hold of faith. I haven't brought you this far to leave you now. I haven't allowed you to endure this much just to let it end without reward. You're on the edge of something sacred. That's why the enemy has fought you so hard. He's not fighting your past. He's terrified of your future. He's seen what I've placed in you. He knows the impact you'll have. That's why he's tried to exhaust you. But I'm renewing your strength right now. I'm giving you fresh wind. I'm reviving your spirit. I'm restoring your joy. You will not stay in this place of weariness. You will rise, and when you do, nothing will stop the favor that follows you. You've been walking by faith, and now you'll walk in fulfillment. You've been sowing with tears, and now you'll reap with joy. You've been pressing through the valley, and now you'll stand on the mountain. The enemy tried to convince you to settle, to lower your expectations, to believe that what you've experienced is all there will ever be. But I am shaking you awake again. I'm stirring the dreams you buried. I'm reigniting the fire in your bones. Because I never asked you to dream small. I created you for more, and the time for more is now. You will see how every delay worked in your favor. You'll look back and thank me for what didn't work out, because what's coming will make sense of what didn't. I'm not a God of halfway. I finish what I start. I don't tease my children. I don't show glimpses and then disappear. When I reveal a promise, I complete it, and you are in the season of completion. Watch as the weight lifts from your shoulders. Watch as the peace fills your home. Watch as the opportunities find you. This is not the end. This is not the breaking point. This is the breakthrough, and it will come quickly. I'm not sending a trickle, I'm sending an overflow. It won't be one small blessing, it will be wave after wave, because I want you to know how deeply I love you. Let go of the timeline you had in your head. Let go of the pressure you've placed on yourself. I operate in divine timing, not human deadlines. What took others years will take you months. What seemed impossible will unfold in ways that no one can explain. Because when my favor rests on a life, nothing stays the same. And my favor is on you. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. I'm not giving you what you want to impress others. I'm giving you what you need to walk in purpose. Some things will come quietly, others will come suddenly. But all of it will be right on time. I have not forgotten your name. I have not changed my promise, and I will not let you go without seeing what I declared over you from the beginning. I know what you've been through. You've endured heartache that no one else knew about. You've smiled in front of others while silently breaking inside. And I didn't ignore that pain. I counted every tear, I held every cry. And now I am answering you not with more silence, but with action. You're not waiting in vain. You're not forgotten. This season of stretching is turning into a season of pouring out. Comment 1010 if you feel this reaching into the deep places of your heart. You've asked, God, when will things change? And I say to you now, soon, closer than you think. You've been walking faithfully, step by step, even when you couldn't see where the road was leading. And that trust, that perseverance, that raw obedience, it has not gone unnoticed in heaven. I've been collecting every moment, and I'm ready to pour out blessings that exceed anything you imagined. This isn't just about answers, this is about transformation. I'm not just giving you what you asked for, I'm giving you what I know you need. You asked for a way out, but I'm giving you a way forward. You asked for relief, but I'm giving you restoration. What you thought was the end is really a divine restart. I'm building something from the ashes, something beautiful, something lasting. I've been cutting off what couldn't go with you. That's why some people had to leave. That's why some opportunities fell through. I wasn't punishing you. I was protecting your future. I know what's ahead. I see what's coming. And I didn't want anything around you that would weaken what I'm strengthening in you. You may not understand it now, but one day you'll look back and thank me for what didn't work out. You've been faithful in the unseen places. You've kept trusting when no one was clapping. You've kept walking when the road got narrow. And now I will reward what you did in the dark. I will honor what you carried in silence. And it will be loud, not because of pride, but because I want to show others what I do with hearts that stay loyal even when they're broken. I am not like people. I do not forget. I do not withhold just to test you endlessly. I test to build, to prepare, to strengthen, and then I release. And I say now, the release has been authorized. What has been held back is coming. What's been delayed is catching up. And when I move suddenly. You won't need to chase it down, it will find you where you are. Comment 1515 if you are ready to receive what's already on the way. You've been through a lot of almosts. Almost free, almost healed, almost there. And those moments wore you down. But I never let you go. I stayed with you through every disappointment, through every unanswered moment. And I whispered to your spirit, hold on, because I knew this day would come. I knew the moment would arrive where what I promised would begin to manifest. This isn't the end of your story. It's a new beginning. You are being positioned, not punished. You are being prepared, not pushed aside. The pressure wasn't sent to crush you. It was building a strength inside of you that nothing and no one will ever steal. You may feel tired, but you're still standing. And because you're still standing, the enemy has already lost. I know your heart has been heavy. The kind of weight that doesn't always show but never really leaves. You've been functioning while broken, smiling while unsure, doing your best while wondering if I still saw you. And the answer is yes, I've seen it all. And I'm proud of you. Not for being perfect, but for being real. For staying when walking away looked easier. For hoping when hope felt like a risk. I'm about to do something so unexpected that it will catch even you by surprise. Not because I want to shock you, but because I want to show you how much I love you. I don't bless you because you earn it. I bless you because you are mine. And when I call someone mine, I take care of them, I heal them, I restore them, I lift them when the world has tried to bury them. You've asked me to change things around you, but I've been changing things in you. Because when your heart changes, your whole life begins to shift. You'll start seeing things differently, feeling differently, responding differently. And it's not because the pain was easy, it's because my hand was holding you through it. You are not who you used to be, and that's a good thing. You've grown. You've matured. You've become someone who can handle what's next. That's why I didn't give it to you too soon. That's why the wait was necessary, because now you're ready. Ready to walk in what I've already prepared. Ready to carry the weight of favor and not fold under it. Ready to speak life to others because you know what it means to fight for your own. Don't go back to the mindset that kept you bound. Don't settle for what feels familiar. I'm calling you into more peace, more joy, more purpose, and with that comes more clarity. I'm removing confusion. I'm shutting down lies. I'm breaking fear off of you. You are not weak. You are not a mistake. You are chosen, called, and covered. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I will send the right people at the right time. People who speak life and not death. People who lift and not drain. People who see your worth even when you forget it yourself. You won't have to beg to be loved. You won't have to fight to be seen. I will surround you with what you need because I care about your heart, not just your future. Rest, child. You don't have to strive to keep my attention. You already have it. You don't have to perform to earn my love. I've already given it. All I ask is that you keep walking, keep trusting, keep your eyes on me. Because the moment you think nothing is happening is the moment I'm preparing everything. You've asked me for signs. You've prayed, God, if you still see me, show me. And I am showing you now. This word, this very moment, is your confirmation. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are not invisible to heaven. I have been near, even in the quiet. I have been working in the places you could not see. My silence was never absence. It was strategy. I was aligning people, opening doors, healing wounds you didn't even know needed healing. Because when I bless you, I want you to be able to hold it and not lose it. Comment 1717 if you feel me calling you into something deeper right now. What's coming to your life won't just change your situation, it will shift your identity. You've seen yourself through the lens of pain for too long. You've worn labels that came from rejection, from failure, from shame. But I never called you by those names. I've always called you mine. I've always seen you as worthy. And now I'm restoring your name. I'm placing a crown on your head, not because of what you've done, but because of who you are to me. I know you've had moments where you felt too tired to keep going. Moments where your strength was gone and you didn't even have the words to pray. But you didn't quit. You may have stumbled, cried, doubted, but you stayed. And I've been holding that faith, even when it was as small as a mustard seed. You thought it wasn't enough. But I say to you, that faith moved heaven. You don't need a perfect record. You don't need spotless strength. You just need a heart that says, God, I still believe. And you've said that even when it was hard, even when the evidence around you made it feel impossible. That's why I'm about to show you something that makes the wait worth it. I never waste belief. I never ignore faith. And I always reward trust. I'm not giving you leftovers. I'm giving you the best. Because I'm a God of excellence. I don't do small when it comes to my children. I don't give crumbs to the ones I've called to sit at the table. You are my child, and you belong at the table. And now I'm preparing it in the presence of everything and everyone that ever tried to count you out. This good news that's coming, it's not delayed anymore. It's been released. You're going to see the first signs of it unfold even in the smallest ways. Pay attention to the whispers, the sudden peace, the unexpected connections, the doors that weren't even on your radar. That's me. That's how I move quietly at first, then suddenly all at once. When I move, it will feel like everything changed overnight, but it was being built quietly in the background all along. Comment Amen if you're ready for the quiet work to become a loud testimony. They won't understand it. They'll wonder how you got here so fast, how the door opened, how the weight lifted, how the healing came. But they won't know what you carried in private. They won't know the nights you surrendered everything to me, the mornings you showed up still hurting but still praising. They won't know the price you paid, but I do, and I'm repaying every sacrifice with overflow. You didn't chase fame, you didn't chase spotlight, you chased me. You chose integrity when shortcuts were easier. You chose kindness when revenge felt deserved. You chose prayer when panic seemed easier. And that choice is why I'm pouring out blessings that cannot be contained. Not to show off, but to show who I am in your life. This isn't just for you. What I'm doing in you will bless others. It will heal those connected to you. Your freedom will become their example. Your testimony will become their hope. That's why the fight was so intense, because the enemy knew you weren't just carrying your own breakthrough. You were carrying one for others too. I'm raising you up now, not to be worshipped, but to be a witness, not to boast, but to bless. I'm placing influence in your hands, not for attention, but for impact. And I will protect you as you rise. The same way I protected you in your lowest place, I will surround you in your highest. Don't shrink back. Don't doubt if you're ready. If I'm sending it, you're ready. I wouldn't open the door if you weren't prepared to walk through it. Stop questioning your value. I've already called you worthy. Stop worrying if you're enough. I've already placed my spirit inside of you. What more do you need? I'm not just the God of the beginning, I'm the God of the middle, the delay, the pain, the confusion, and the restoration. I've been with you every step, even when you couldn't feel me, and I promise you now, I'm not letting go. Not today, not ever. So breathe, rest, believe. The clock is still ticking, but not toward destruction. It's ticking toward destiny. You are closer than you think. The winds are changing, the rain is coming. But this time, it's not a storm, it's a flood of favor. The old things are passing away. The false identities, the fear, the comparison, the guilt, they're breaking off. You're stepping into freedom, into boldness, into clarity. This is your time. Not next year, not someday. Now. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase just 9 words long that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. I have not overlooked your pain. I have not turned my face from your need. You may feel like everything you've done has gone unnoticed. The kindness you've shown, the prayers you've whispered, the quiet battles you've fought. But I have been there through it all. You think you were alone, but every time you stood in faith, angels stood beside you. Every time you chose to believe, even when you had no reason to, heaven took notice. That is why this moment matters so much, because it's harvest time. Comment Amen if you believe your harvest is near. You've been asking me, why did it have to be this hard? The answer isn't to punish you. The pressure was never meant to destroy you. It was making something in you, a deeper strength, a clearer faith, a heart that clings to me no matter what falls apart around it. You thought you were being buried, but child, you were being planted, and what grows next will be far greater than what you lost. I have been protecting your promise. Even when you didn't see it, I was blocking things that would have distracted or derailed you. I closed doors that would have led you into rooms where your name would be mishandled. I rerouted connections that weren't built on truth. I slowed down timelines that would have given you pressure but not purpose. Every delay was for your good. Every setback was a setup for something better. Now, I'm speeding things up. What took others years will take you months. What others gave up on, I'm reviving for you. What seemed out of reach will soon be in your hands. And you won't have to force it. You won't have to strive or beg or chase. It will come to you because it's yours, not by works, but by grace. Because I said so. You've waited long enough. You've wept in secret, hoping your moment would come. And now, I say to you, it is coming. The right people are coming. The right doors are opening. The right opportunities are aligning. You will see the pieces come together. What felt like fragments will make sense. The missing part you've prayed about will appear, and it will be so clear that it could have only come from me. Comment 1111 if your spirit knows something is shifting in your favor. You've watched others step into their blessings, and you've celebrated them, even when your heart was breaking, even when your own prayers felt unheard. That posture matters to me, because it revealed your heart. It showed me that you were ready to carry my favor with humility, ready to handle the weight of responsibility that comes with the blessing. Now that you've passed the test, I will open the floodgates. Do not compare your journey to anyone else's. Your story has been handcrafted by me. Your timing is not late, it's perfect. And even the detours were part of the design. Even the parts you regret, I can use them. I will redeem every wrong turn. I will restore every wasted year. I will give beauty for ashes. That's the kind of God I am. This good news that's approaching is not ordinary. It won't just shift one area of your life. It will touch everything. Your mind, your health, your finances, your relationships, your purpose. This is a holistic restoration. I am not just patching up broken things. I am doing a new thing. Fresh, whole, complete. The kind of change that only I can bring. There are blessings with your name on them, and they are moving closer every minute. And when they arrive, you won't have to question whether they're from me. The peace that comes with them will be the confirmation. The ease of it will be proof. The joy that returns to your heart will testify that it was me all along. You waited, and now the waiting ends. Don't listen to the voice of fear. Fear will try to tell you you're not ready, that it's too late, that you missed your chance. But I say to you, nothing I've promised has expired. Nothing I've spoken over you has been taken back. I am faithful to finish what I started. I don't begin things I don't intend to complete, and you are still right on time. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not disqualified. You are anointed. You are called. You are chosen. That calling hasn't changed just because the circumstances got hard. If anything, it's been confirmed by your perseverance, by your willingness to keep walking when the road got rough. And I honor that. Some people will see the blessing and think it happened overnight. But you and I know the truth. We know the hours you spent on your knees. We know the seasons you sacrificed, the battles you faced, the times you held on by just a thread of faith. But you didn't let go. You kept believing. And now your faith is being turned into sight. You are stepping into answered prayers. Prayers you forgot you prayed. Prayers you whispered and walked away from because you didn't think it could happen for you. But I don't forget. I don't ignore the cries of my children, and I am sending answers that will leave you in awe. This is more than a breakthrough. This is a beginning, the start of a season where my goodness overtakes you, where your name is spoken in rooms you've never entered, where what you lost is returned sevenfold. where you don't just survive, you thrive. You laugh again, you trust again, you live again. So hold on, just a little longer. Keep your heart soft, keep your eyes lifted. I am coming through, and when I do, it will be more than you asked for, more than you hoped, more than you dared to believe. I am the one who opens doors no man can shut, and I say to you today, the door is about to swing wide, not just a crack, not just a glimpse, but wide. You will walk through it without fear, without striving, without begging, because this door was meant for you. It was reserved. While others were stepping into their seasons, I was preparing one that would be uniquely yours, one no one else can claim, one you will step into with confidence because you'll know this was your appointed time. Comment 333 to declare that this is your appointed time. A neuroscientist says yes, a 9-word script long buried in government files can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You don't have to explain it to anyone. When the blessings come, when the healing breaks through, when the right people show up, there will be those who question it. Let them. You don't owe anyone a breakdown of my process. You don't have to convince anyone of your growth. I saw what they couldn't. I heard what they ignored. I knew your heart when others only saw your mistakes. That's why I am the one lifting you. You've asked me why the battle has been so intense. You've looked around and wondered why it seems like you're fighting more than others. But it's because of what you carry. What's inside you is weighty. It's holy. And the enemy has been trying to wear you out before you even reach the promise. But he underestimated your spirit. He didn't expect you to keep praying. He didn't think you'd keep showing up. He didn't see the strength I placed in you. And now, he's already lost. You are walking into recovery. Not just the healing of wounds, but the recovery of everything that was stolen from you. Time, peace, relationships, joy, opportunities. I am restoring what the locusts have eaten. I am giving back what was snatched in the dark. I am turning the pages you tried to rip out. Your story is not over, and the next chapter is the one where everything begins to make sense. You didn't grow this much for nothing. Every test built a deeper layer of wisdom. Every lonely night produced a greater level of strength. You didn't just survive, you became refined. And now, when you walk into the room, people won't recognize you. Not because your face has changed, but because your spirit will shine. You will carry something they cannot explain, and that something is me, alive and visible in you. Comment Amen if you believe I am about to make you unrecognizable in the best way. There is power in quiet faith, power in the moments you chose not to post about the pain, power in the times you helped others while waiting for your own help, power in the way you worshipped even when you had nothing left. I saw it all, and I'm turning those unseen moments into undeniable favor. It won't be hidden much longer. I'm pulling the curtain back, and they will see what I see in you. You don't have to earn my love. You already have it. I don't bless you because you behave perfectly. I bless you because you belong to me. I chose you before you even understood what that meant, and I've never once regretted it. Even when you doubted, even when you strayed, even when you collapsed under the weight, I still called you mine, and I still do. You are not a project I'm trying to fix. You are a masterpiece I'm completing. There's a difference. I'm not looking for flaws to correct. I'm nurturing the beauty I've already placed inside of you. The world has tried to reshape you, but I am restoring you to who I made you to be. And that version of you, the real, free, healed version, is the one that will walk into this next season. Don't be afraid of the shift. I know you're used to struggling. You've gotten comfortable in survival mode, but I'm breaking you out of that now. You were not born to live in constant fear, constant striving, constant scarcity. I am the God of abundance, and I am teaching you how to live in it, not in pride, but in purpose. Not in luxury, but in overflow that spills into others' lives too. You've seen glimpses of it. You've had moments where you felt peace, where things started to move, where you tasted joy again. But now, I'm making it consistent. This isn't just a moment, it's a movement. A shift in the way you think, feel, trust, and live. You will no longer dread tomorrow. You will wake up with expectation, because you'll know I am with you and I am for you. Some of what I'm bringing will be sudden. You'll go from waiting to walking in it almost overnight, and you'll know it wasn't your effort that brought it. It was me, my hand, my mercy, my goodness chasing you down. Don't be afraid of things moving quickly. You've waited long enough. It's time. And what comes quickly is still covered, still blessed, still stable because I built it. The attacks will end. The confusion will lift. The heaviness will break, because I am stepping into your situation in a new way. You've invited me in, and I'm not coming empty-handed. I'm bringing healing. I'm bringing wisdom. I'm bringing divine acceleration. You will see me in the smallest details and the biggest breakthroughs. I've already gone ahead of you. You won't walk into anything I haven't already prepared, and you won't go anywhere without my presence going with you. My angels are already stationed. The resources are already assigned. The doors are already marked. I just need you to keep walking by faith, one step at a time. And when it all unfolds, when the answers arrive, when the joy comes flooding back, don't forget to look back and remember how far we've come. This isn't just about receiving, it's about remembering. Because your memory will protect your faith in future battles. You'll say, "He did it before, he'll do it again." So breathe deep. The shift is real, the favor is real, the breakthrough is real. You're not imagining it, you're not making it up. It's me, it's always been me, and I'm not done yet, not even close. I know the burden you've been under. I know how hard it's been to keep walking without answers, to keep smiling with a heart full of questions. You've told me, "Lord, I trust you," even when nothing looked like it was working. I heard those words, I held on to them, and now I am responding to them, because I honor your trust. You didn't have to, but you did. You didn't see the path, but you still followed my voice. And I never let faith like that go unrewarded. Comment Amen if you believe God honors faith that stands in the dark. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed. A 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now you can reverse it. Say these 9 words and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The good news that's coming isn't just for your comfort, it's for your calling. It's to show you that I haven't just been preserving you, I've been preparing you. I've been getting you ready for rooms you didn't think you'd enter, for roles you never thought you'd step into, for a reach far wider than you ever imagined. This is more than just relief, it's release.